Hello everyone, the topic for today is percentage. Percentage means out of every 100. Percent, every 100, out of 100. So if I draw square and if I take the 1/4 of it, then it is 1/4 of whole. Whole is usually taken as 100. This is 100%. If I take 1/4 of this, this is 25%. If I take half of it, it means I have taken half of 100%. 100% means 100 out of 100, that is complete one. This is the symbol which we use for percentage. So when we shall take half of 100, we shall have, this is 50%. 50%. Okay, if I take 3 portions out of this, like I take this portion and this portion and this portion, it will be 3/4 of the whole, that will be 75%. And you can see if I take the whole figure, it will be 100%. That is 4/4 of 100 will be 100%. So whenever we are discussing percentage, we are taking some portion of 100. There are different ways to give the questions of percentage. Few initial things. If you have to express percentage as a fraction, when you have to express percentage as a fraction, you have to give your answer into fraction. You will be given some percentage, like if you are given 45%, you have to express it into fraction, so you will write it 45 out of 100. Notice when you have the sign of percentage, when you have to remove the sign, you have to divide with 100. And as we are giving our answer in fractions, so we have to give our answer in the least form. Least form means that you have to give the answer in lowest form. There is no common divisor left. Few more examples. 5.5%. You already have 5.5, percentage sign is there. You will divide with 100. And to remove this decimal, I shall write 55 over 1000. As it is one decimal place, so I shall have 55 over 1000. And when I shall bring it into lowest form, it will be 11 over 200. Similarly, we can have more than 100%. This is 305%. When I shall convert it into fraction, when I shall remove this symbol, I shall divide with 100. It was 305. 5 6 times 30, 5 1 times 5, 61 over 20. So it is the least form. In these 3 questions, you have converted or expressed percentages into fractions. Similarly, we can have questions in which we have to express percentage as decimal. So we shall be given a percentage and we have to give our answer as decimal. I have 12% and I have to give my answer in decimal. First of all, I shall remove this percentage sign and I shall divide with 100, and my answer in decimal will be 0.12. As there are 2 zeros in the denominator, so my decimal will be after 2 digits and it will be 0.12. 413%. I shall write it as 413 over 100. To remove this symbol, now I have divided with 100, and when I shall move the decimal from here, so my answer will be 4.13. Notice the symbol of the percentage is used in the question, so it is not in the answer, as answer is as a decimal. My next part is already in decimal, but when I shall remove the percentage sign, I shall have over 100, and to remove this decimal first, I can write it as 1000, and now I can go backward like this, 1 2 3 digits, as there are 3 zeros, or from here even I can go 2 digits back, one and the same thing. My answer will be 0.236. Okay, now I have fractions and I have to express it as a percentage. So fraction will be given and I have to convert it into percentage, means I have to multiply it with 100. Whenever I have to give my answer in percentage, I have to multiply with 100, and easily after doing cancellation. 17 5 times 85%. Now as I have multiplied with 100, so my answer will have the symbol of percentage. My answer is 85%, or in other words, 17 parts of total 20 is basically 85%. One more example. I have 23 whole 1 by 5. I have to convert this mixed number into percentage. First I shall convert this mixed number into improper fraction. This is 116 over 5 as a mixed number, and when I shall multiply it with 100, I shall have 2320% is the answer. 23 whole 1 by 5 is 2320 or 2320%. Notice in this example you can easily see that it is 23 whole. So this is 23 whole and 1 by 5 of 100 is 20. So 2320 is the final answer. Similarly, we can convert decimals as a percentage. So if I have a decimal 0.76 and I have to convert it into percentage, I have to multiply it with 100, and the opposite procedure as I am multiplying with 100, so my decimal will move 2 digits towards the right side and my answer will be 76%. To convert it into percentage, 100, so my answer will be 278.6%. So we are on this conclusion that if we are given with a fraction or decimal and we have to give our answer into percentage, we have to multiply with 100. But if the percentage is already given and we have to give our answer in fraction or decimal, so we have to divide our fraction or decimal with 100 to remove the sign of percentage and to bring it into a fraction or a decimal. Here is a question. There are 45 male teachers and 75 female teachers in a school. We have to find the percentage of male teachers. So we shall have 45 over total. 45 plus 75 will give us 120. 45 teachers are male out of 120 and we have to give our answer in percentage. So we shall multiply with 100 and our final answer will be, after doing the due cancellations, I cancelled 0 with 0, then cancelled 12 with 2. I have 6 and 10 with 2, 5, and then 6 with 3, 3 2 times 6, 3 15 times 45. There are 37.5% male teachers in the school. Now we have to find the female teachers in the school. There are two ways to find the female teachers in the school. The first way is we can subtract from 100% this 37.5%. 100.0, 37.5, you can have this 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. So you can have 62.5% female teachers in the school. Or the other way to find the female teachers in the school is, instead of this 45, write 75 here. 75 over 120 multiply by 100. You can see after cancelling this 0 and these 2 with 2, (125) over 2 will give you 62.5. There are 62.5% female teachers in the school. Another type of question, express 1400 ml as a percentage of 2.1 liters. As you have noticed that in the last question we were having female teachers and male teachers and we took the total 120 as a denominator to find the percentage. But here we have to express 1400 ml as a percentage of 2.1 liters. So 2.1 liters will be our denominator, but we shall also convert this 2.1 into milliliters. As you know, in 1 liter there are 1000 ml. So 2.1 liters will be 2.1 multiplied by 1000 will give us 1 decimal remove and 2 zeros along with it. This is 2100 ml. So we shall have in our question 1400 ml divided by 2100 ml multiplied by 100 to convert it into percentage. I cancel these two zeros with zeros. 7 3 times 21, 7 2 times 14, 200 over 3 will give us 3 6 times 18, 3 6 times 18 and 2, 66 whole 2 by 3%. The next question, find the value of 20% of 13.25. Just go with the statement 20%. You have removed the percentage, so you have divided with 100 of multiplication sign for of $13.25, so I shall convert it into cents to avoid the decimal. This is 20% of 13.25. We can do the cancellation. We can find the answer. 1 0 cancelled. 2 5 times 10. I shall cancel this 5 with 13.25. 5 2 times 10. 5 6 times 30. 5 5 times 25. This is 265. Now these are cents. So percentage is removed. Commodity was dollars. I converted it into cents. Now my answer is in cents. I have to give my answer in dollars. So this is $2.65. The second part, 15 whole 3 by 4% of 640. 15 whole 3 by 4%. This is a mixed number converted into improper fraction. 15 4 times 60, 63 over 4. I have to remove this percentage. I have to divide with 100. There are two ways. I can divide it here, multiply by 100, or I can write it like this, multiply 100. This is to remove percentage. I have to bring 100 in the denominator. I could write it 400, but I have written it separately, multiply 1 by 100 of. This multiplication sign is of $640. Cancel 0 with 0. 4 with 64. Now I can cancel this 10 with 16, but if I keep it as 10 and multiply 63 with 16 and put 10 as a denominator, I can easily give my answer in decimal. You can see that after division, I have 1008 over 10. This 10 is here. When I shall remove this 10 or remove this fraction, I shall have 100.8, or I can give my answer as $100.80. Another example, find the value of 2500% of this. We have to find 2500% of this. 2500% of this. I have converted again this dollar into cents. Now I can do the cancellation easily, and I have to multiply this 250 with 46. I multiply 25 with 46, then I shall put a 0, another 0. This is 11500. As I have taken 25 instead of 250, so I have to put another 0. When I shall put dollar here, so I shall put a decimal here. So this is basically $115, the requirement of the answer. My next question is, please listen to me carefully. A school has 1500 students. Total students 1500. Given that 3% of them were late for school on a particular day, find the number of students who were late. Students reached late 3%. Okay, now when I shall change this statement, I shall write as 3% of 1500 were late. 3% of total students, 3% of 1500 late. Notice when we have percentage with us, we have to multiply with the total. But when we have to find the percentage, we multiply with 100 and divide with total. 3% of 1500 were late. Cancel 00. 15 multiply 3. 45 students were late on that particular day. Okay, if we have to find how many students were on time, so we shall subtract this 45 from 1500 and we shall have 1445 students which were on time on that particular day. So when we have to find the number of students who were late from school, we did 3% of the total. And when we have to find the number of students who were on time or punctual, we subtracted the answer from the total, and that is 1455. But there is another way to find the number of students who were on time, that if we take 100% total students and if we subtract 3% from it, and we can have 97%. So if we find 97% of the total, we can have the same answer. If we multiply this 97 with 15, we will definitely have 1455. You can check. You can see that if we find 97% of the total, we get 1455 which were on time. And if we subtract the number of students which were late, 45 from 1500, we get the same answer, 1455. So in this way, we can approach to the answer in two ways. The next question, 1800 people attended a dinner. Total people 1800. They attended a dinner. 35.5% were men, 40% were women. We have to find the number of children who attended the dinner. We have to find the number of children who attended the dinner. So first of all, it's easy if we add both the percentages and subtract from 100%. So total children were 100% minus 75.5%, and it will be 24.5%. So 24.5% of the total were children. 24.5% of the total were children. So simply cancel these two zeros, multiply 24.5 with 18. We can have the number of children who attended the dinner. I take it as 245, multiply it with 18. Later on I shall put the decimal. After doing the usual multiplication, I have 4410. It is 441. After putting this decimal, there were 441 children who attended the dinner. There is another way to find the answer. If we find 40% of the total, these are women. 34.4% of 35.5% of the total, that is male, and add number of male and female and subtract from 1800 to get the same answer. We shall have the same answer. The last question for today. There is a village A and village B. Village A and village B, and there are total 30,000 people in village A. Total people are 30,000, and out of this 4,000 people attended the New Year party. Attended the party 4,000, and in village B there are 25,000 people, and out of that the number of people who attended the party 2800. So we have to find which village had a higher percentage of people who attended the party. So in village A, 4,000 people out of 30,000 attended the party, and we have to find the percentage. And in village B, 2,800 out of 25,000 attended the party, and we have to find the percentage. So we have to multiply with 100 to find the percentage, and out of the total people will be our denominator. So cancel two zeros with two zeros, and the remaining number. So after cancelling two zeros here, we have 40 over 3, which is 3 1 times 3, 3 times 9, 13 whole 1/3%. And here we have cancelled two zeros here, 1 0 here. 280 over 25 will give us 5 1 times 5, 5 1 times 9, 11 whole 1 by 5% here. So the percentage of people who have attended the party in village A is more than the village B. So there are two things important in the lesson of today, that whenever we have to find the percentage, we have to multiply with 100 and divide with the total quantity, which is the portion out of the total. Total will be our denominator and the portion is our numerator. Multiplied with 100, we shall have the percentage. But when we are given with the percentage and we have to find the number of people or number of items, we have to remove the percentage and we have to divide with the 100 and multiply with the total. So these two quantities change place with each other. 100 comes in the denominator when we have to remove the percentage and we have to multiply with the total, and 100 comes here and we divide with the total when we are finding the percentage. Thank you.